Daneliya Tuleshova, the young Kazakh sensation who captured hearts on America's Got Talent and stages worldwide. More than just a gifted singer, Daneliya's journey is a complex tapestry of raw talent, personal struggles, cultural pride, and resilience in the face of adversity. We will uncover the roots of her extraordinary voice and ambition, tracing her rise from a small city in Kazakhstan to the international spotlight. Along the way, we explore the sacrifices and challenges that have shaped her. Not only the triumphs but also the moments of doubt, pressure, and tragedy that rarely make headlines. From her deep connection to her cultural heritage, to the mental and emotional toll of early fame, this video reveals the multifaceted life of a young artist growing up in the global eye. We will hear from those closest to her, glimpse the private moments behind the public performances, and gain insight into her dreams beyond music. By the end, you'll understand what really happened to Daneliya Tuleshova, not just as a performer, but as a person navigating the extraordinary path of youth, fame, and identity. Daneliya Tuleshova was born on July 18, 2006, in Astana, now Nur-Sultan, the capital city of Kazakhstan. From a young age, it was clear that she possessed a unique gift. Her family, while not musically inclined, recognized her talent early. She was a child who sang before she could speak in full sentences and could mimic melodies with surprising accuracy. Encouraged by her parents, Daneliya began formal vocal training and dance classes at the age of 5. She participated in local performances and talent shows, quickly earning a reputation in her community. Her precocious presence and ability to convey emotion through song set her apart from her peers. At just 8 years old, Daneliya made her first televised appearance on a Kazakh singing competition, where her poise and vocal control stunned the judges. It was clear, a star was emerging. In 2017, Daneliya auditioned for The Voice Kids Ukraine, one of the most prestigious children's talent competitions in Eastern Europe. At just 10 years old, she performed Demi Lovato's Stone Cold during the blind auditions. Her performance was raw, powerful, and deeply emotional, so much so that all 3 judges turned their chairs. Throughout the competition, she continued to wow audiences with her vocal range, maturity, and charisma. Her renditions of iconic songs like And I Am Telling You and Skyfall turned her into a viral sensation. Millions watched her performances online, astonished that such a powerful voice could come from someone so young. In the finale, Daneliya was crowned the winner, becoming the first non-Ukrainian contestant to achieve that honor. Her victory was more than a personal triumph, it symbolized the beginning of her journey to international acclaim. Following her win on The Voice Kids Ukraine, Daneliya's fame skyrocketed. Her performances were shared across social media, translated into multiple languages, and featured on international news outlets. She became a household name not only in Kazakhstan and Ukraine but in Russia, Europe, and parts of Asia. Invitations to perform at major events poured in. She sang at cultural festivals, diplomatic gatherings, and even high-profile television shows in Russia and Europe. Every performance reinforced her reputation as a prodigy with a soul-stirring voice. Despite her age, she maintained a professional demeanor and an insatiable drive to improve. Her ability to balance school, training, and public life impressed fans and mentors alike. Realizing the potential of her daughter's talent, Daneliya's parents made the difficult decision to prioritize her artistic development. This meant adjusting their lifestyle, investing in vocal coaches, and traveling frequently for performances and competitions. In 2018, Daneliya was nominated for the 31st Annual Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards as Favorite Asian Icon, making her one of the youngest Kazakhstani artists to receive such a nomination. This moment symbolized her transition from regional fame to global recognition. With offers to represent Kazakhstan on international stages and collaborations with prominent producers underway, Daneliya was stepping beyond the realm of competitions and into the global entertainment industry. After her historic win on The Voice Kids Ukraine, Daneliya was selected to represent Kazakhstan in the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2018, held in Minsk, Belarus. This was a significant moment not only for her career but for Kazakhstan as a nation. It was the country's debut in the international competition. Daneliya performed the song Ozin Sun, Believe in Yourself, a powerful anthem about self-confidence and inner strength. Her performance, a blend of theatrical flair and vocal elegance, placed 6th overall but won critical acclaim across Europe. The song charted in several countries and became a rallying cry for young fans. Her Eurovision journey was more than just a performance, it was a message. Daneliya had now become a cultural ambassador for Kazakhstan. She proved that young artists from smaller nations could compete on the world stage, inspiring a new generation of performers. In 2020, Daneliya took another bold step by auditioning for America's Got Talent, AGT, one of the most prestigious talent shows in the world. Her rendition of Fauzia's Tears of Gold earned her a standing ovation and unanimous praise from the judges, including Simon Cowell. Throughout the competition, she delivered one strong performance after another, showcasing her unique style, vocal maturity, and emotional range. From Sia's Alive to Jessie J's Who You Are, Daneliya proved she could hold her own on a global stage. She reached the finals, further cementing her status as an international sensation. Despite not winning the competition, her presence on AGT introduced her to millions of new fans and opened doors to new collaborations and projects. More importantly, it marked her official entrance into the American entertainment landscape. After AGT, Daneliya remained focused on her musical ambitions. She released a series of English-language singles that showcased a more mature sound, blending pop, soul, and electronic elements. Songs like You Used To and XO reflected her evolving identity as an artist. She also began working more closely with producers and mentors from the US and Europe. Her social media platforms became avenues for releasing acoustic covers, live sessions, and behind-the-scenes looks at her creative process. Every post and release further strengthened her growing global fanbase. During this time, she also began experimenting with songwriting, sharing more of her own stories and emotions. Her goal wasn't just to sing beautifully, it was to connect. Despite her fame, Daneliya has always kept much of her personal life private. Interviews reveal her to be thoughtful, introspective, and deeply connected to her roots. She often speaks about the importance of family, cultural identity, and education. Daneliya is multilingual, speaking Kazakh, Russian, and English fluently. This linguistic dexterity has allowed her to cross borders not just musically, but culturally. She proudly represents her heritage, often incorporating Kazakh motifs into her music and style. She enjoys drawing, reading, and spending time with close friends. Though her life is far from ordinary, she maintains a sense of balance and normalcy that grounds her amid the chaos of fame. As with many young prodigies, Daneliya's journey has not been without hardship. The pressure of public scrutiny, intense schedules, and constant travel took a toll on her mental and emotional well-being. While she rarely discusses these issues publicly, those close to her have hinted at the sacrifices made along the way. She has opened up in rare interviews about self-doubt, anxiety, and the struggle to maintain authenticity in an industry that often demands conformity. Social media, while a source of fan engagement, also brought exposure to criticism and toxic commentary. Nevertheless, Daneliya has shown remarkable resilience. With the support of her family and mentors, she has learned to set boundaries, focus on self-care, and channel her emotions into her art. Fame at a young age is a double-edged sword. While it opens doors, it also exposes a child to a world of adult expectations and commercial exploitation. Daneliya has navigated this terrain with grace, but not without cost. She has spoken about missing out on aspects of a normal childhood, school dances, spontaneous friendships, and the anonymity that most kids enjoy. Even within supportive circles, the demands of rehearsals, travel, and media appearances are relentless. Her story serves as both an inspiration and a cautionary tale about the costs of early fame. It highlights the importance of emotional support, education, and mental health resources for young performers. Throughout her international journey, Daneliya has never forgotten her roots. She often pays homage to Kazakh music, clothing, and language in her performances. Whether it's a traditional ornament worn during a concert or a folk melody embedded in a pop song, her identity remains central to her artistry. Kazakhstan has embraced her as a national treasure. Schools, cultural institutions, and media regularly feature her story as a symbol of the country's global potential. For many young Kazakhs, she represents the dream of international success without losing cultural authenticity. Fame breeds rumors, and Daneliya has not been immune. There have been speculative stories about her health, her family, and even fabricated controversies. While most were unfounded, they took a toll on her mental peace. In 2021, her grandmother passed away, a tragedy that deeply affected her. She dedicated performances to her memory and often speaks of her grandmother's influence on her life. It was a moment of human vulnerability in an otherwise polished public image. Daneliya's ability to rise above negativity, honor her pain, and continue performing has earned her admiration beyond just musical talent. It revealed the depth of her character. For Daneliya, music is not just a career, it's therapy. She has often spoken about how singing helps her process emotions, find clarity, and connect with others. During difficult times, songwriting and performing became an emotional outlet. Fans, too, have shared stories of how her music helped them through grief, anxiety, and loneliness. This reciprocal healing has built a loyal and deeply connected fan community. Her concerts are not just performances, they are shared emotional experiences. As of 2025, Daneliya is continuing to evolve as an artist. She is working on her first full-length studio album, which promises to blend her diverse influences, from Kazakh folk to American pop. Early singles suggest a sound that is more experimental and self-authored. She has also started mentoring young singers in Kazakhstan and collaborating with international musicians on genre-defying projects. Her social media presence remains active, with vlogs, music snippets, and Q/and as that keep her connected with fans. Most notably, she is considering a move into acting and directing, eager to explore storytelling beyond music. Looking back, Daneliya sees her journey as a mix of destiny and discipline. She remains grateful for the opportunities and acutely aware of the responsibilities that come with her platform. Her goal is not only to entertain but to inspire. She envisions a future filled with artistic freedom, global collaborations, and philanthropic efforts to support children's education and mental health. Her dreams are no longer just about stages and awards, they are about impact. Daneliya Tuleshova's story is far from over. What began as a small girl singing in a classroom in Kazakhstan has become a global journey of resilience, growth, and artistry. She is a reminder that talent can bloom anywhere, and with the right support, it can change lives. In a world hungry for authenticity, her voice continues to echo, not just in concert halls, but in the hearts of those who followed her journey. Her past is remarkable, her present inspiring, and her future is as limitless as her voice. Thank you for taking this journey into the life and story of Daneliya Tuleshova. If you enjoyed learning about her incredible path, struggles, and triumphs, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of inspiring artists around the world. Your support helps us continue uncovering these amazing stories and bringing them to you. Don't forget to share your thoughts and favorite moments in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned for more stories that inspire, uplift, and reveal the real people behind the spotlight.